Actionism is really all about co-creation. It makes me think about the quote by Langston, what happens to a dream deferred? One of the biggest impacts of oppression is like you lose your vision, right? You lose your ability to dream. This is a practice that reminds you to remember what your vision is, what your dream is, that you deserve pleasure, that you deserve to thrive, and not letting the world oppress or suppress your desire to like want good and juicy things for yourself.
My intention, and then like I'll go out and watch the news or go to the grocery store and talk to a family member, and all of a sudden I'm like stressing out about, am I doing it right, and am I not being productive enough, am I not blah 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 enough? And so having these practices is what grounds us in our own soul truth and our own knowing. And especially when those truths and knowing are going against the grain.
This allows us to remind ourselves to remember, to basically the purpose of all this is to like, what do we want to manifest? What do we want to co-create? What do we desire in this world? And so by having an intention for our lives, a grander vision for our lives, we're able to come back to that vision as the world pulls us and sways us and gets us out of alignment.
The thing about working with the cycle of the year and astrology is that it takes us through a cycle of manifestation, and the astrological zodiac reflects the same cycle of manifestation. And so when the full moon or the new moon are highlighting these different astrological energies, we will be providing you with guidance around how to use that energy. For example, like we're not going to go plant seeds right now when the ground is freezing, or I'm not going to go fly a kite when there's no wind. So it's about recognizing what is the current energy and how can I best utilize that for carrying out my vision. And so these tools are all about supporting us and you and everyone and stepping into our soul power, stepping into the part of us that has the power to create the life that we want to live, not just for ourselves, but for the collective good, for collective liberation.
Access process is a daily thing that we do. And so it always daily reminds us to remember to come back to that vision, and our moons allow us to really do some deep reflection and some deep assessment. And so what is my intention and staying in alignment with my greater vision?
At the root of everything that we're talking about is supporting this larger vision of shifting the paradigm, shifting consciousness, and building a better world for future generations. But in order to do that, we need to make the most of our own energy, our own lives, and our own soul power. And the way it works is that we give you a write-up for the new moon and the full moon. The new moon is where you write your intention for the month. So that's where you're thinking about, okay, over this next moon cycle, what do I want to create in my life? How do I want to feel? What do I want to accomplish? And how do I want to be? And then you use the daily cycles to, again, come back to that intention, because we know that we live in a world that there are strong currents that are pulling us towards the paradigm of the status quo. And that there are systems of oppression and repression that will pull us out of alignment with our best interest and our highest good and our intentions. And so we need daily ritual reminders to come back to what we really know about ourselves and this new paradigm that we're trying to bring into the world, which is at odds with a lot that is going on in the world and a lot that is put on us or reinforced when we step outside of these sacred ritual spaces.
Words of DJ Khaled, they don't want you to dream, they don't want you to vision, so what we're going to do, we're going to dream and we're going to vision and we're going to thrive. We're like both not. Okay, there we go. We just have to be close.
Okay.
Thank you, Carol.
Hey, how's it going?
So I was thinking, oh shit. Okay, we need to